Now does. How dare. Never mind. Just kidding. I know nothings.
Okay, the vert is now up. Are you able to hear my let me know if you're able to hear this.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. I've been having issues trying to figure out why you're able to hear people are able to hear my sound. No, no.
I don't hear anything.
Yeah, no, I haven't done it yet.
Oh, okay.
Are you able to hear that?
No.
Okay. All good from me then. And let me see what the other ones are. Okay, almost done.
Okay.
Golly, I need to get I was supposed to go get a new shirt.
Yeah, go get a new chart.
Yeah, I'm trying to get everything up and running before I can come back and we get this party
Yeah,
started.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. Dang, some of these commercials are bright. Ooh, Smitty's not here. Ooh, woo. Oh, got to turn off the sound in my phone. Do 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 do. Ooh, I don't know what that was. I hope you're okay. I started using a new toothpaste, and it's like, oh, don't eat or drink anything 10 minutes. I'm sorry, 30 minutes after you use it. I'm like, okay, okay. Should I be scared if I do? What happens? I don't know.
Okay. Kind of weird without having the no Spotify on here, but at least I'm not getting any what's it called, alerts on YouTube. I can't hear you. I think you're muted.
I am.
Oh,
What for music?
oh yeah, yeah. Get
How rude.
copyright rights all the time, but I don't care.
He don't care, y'all. Oh,
Yeah, at this point, I'm just like, okay. Whatever.
Rickety wreck. Hey yo. Oh, I
Yo,
have chest
what's up,
pains.
Rickety Rick?
I hate chest pains. Stop it.
What does that date say? 17/9/9? Oh, 1976. Okay.
1976. She's
I was like,
going for prom queen. There will be people that get it. You didn't, but it's okay.
I don't
I'm
know.
wearing
Well, yeah, I'm not the horror person, you know.
I'm wearing a shirt and 5 points to Gryffindor to whoever gets it. Also, I love my little scream guys and I don't know where to put them.
Are those enamel pins? What are they?
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm scared to like put holes in stuff, you know?
You should put them on a cork board if you have one.
Yeah, but I want to wear them.
Yeah, well then you guess you're SOL. Unless you just
I
find the
know. Poke
unless you
holes and stuff.
unless you're a fan of tape and you just put the put the whole thing on and just strap it on top of your deal.
Just duct tape
Yeah,
and saran wrap.
just
What
right
is
there.
around you? Oh, don't worry about it.
It's like people be like, I think she has a bomb. I mean, at
Right?
that point. All right,
Oh,
we'll switch over.
okay.
Okay, let me
Stop
see.
picking my nose. I'm
No,
kidding.
keep on picking it. It's for the content. OnlyFans. What's it called?
Oh God. Opie has a. I just saw Opie walk by with a tribble, and I'm like, oh no. I'm not
Oh
centered. Oh no.
no, I can
Which
do
way
that.
do I need? Okay.
I
I was
was
like,
gonna move it. I was
which way
gonna.
do I need to move?
Why is it not? Oh, there you are. Wow,
Hello.
camera is really wide. I don't know why I have it set that wide.
Mine? No,
No,
I
not
didn't.
yours. Mine.
Mm.
Let's see.
Yeah, Davis does me a solid by not showing how messy my office is because I'm never in here.
Well,
Adam keeps offering to like I almost said microwave to vacuum my office. I'm like, no, I dropped all of my lip rings on the floor. Don't do that.
how
Have
many
I
lip
found
rings
any
did
of
you
them? No.
drop?
In total, probably like 12 that I've lost into the carpet because
Oh
we
my
braided
god.
carpet. My carpet makes me nauseous looking at it. I hate it. It makes me dizzy. Um, they're trapped in my carpet somewhere. I was on
It's
my
like
hands and knees earlier this week trying to can't find them.
is
It's
that
just the
like
jewels, the
so you
little
have like
jewel part.
cal trips randomly on your part on your how many do you have? How many did you say you have a lot of them or what?
Lip ring jewels? Yeah, I have a bunch because like they're not very expensive, and like I don't use the bar that they come with because the bar length that I have in is like perfect. So then I just screw them onto this one. But like I have different ones that are different shapes, and like I've lost four of my 4-leaf clovers. I've ordered multiples of those because I like them.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't wear them for when you wash your face or brush your teeth. So like I undo them and put them in a little jewelry dish that's on my makeup stand. But for all I know, Bashir's found them and eaten them because I've watched that cat eat tape all week long off of boxes. He's like, tape, delicious. I'm like, what are you eating? Stop. If there's a fuzz on the floor from him or the other animals, he eats it. That
What a
cat is
weird
crazy.
what a
I
weird
know.
cat.
It is a
I mean,
Carrie shirt.
oh, it's like who said that? I was like, okay.
Riggedy.
Yes.
Good
Okay, so
job. Five
there you
points to
go.
Gryffindor. See, I told you. Has it been 30 minutes since I got ready?
It
It
has.
always scares me. It's like, oh, you have to wait 30 minutes before you eat or drink. I just want a sip
What
of
happens? Like what
fuzzy
exactly
water. Right. Am I going to explode? What happens? Tummy
the
ache?
is it the medicine or what? Like
Mm-mm.
that you took or like what is it?
It's my, oh, it does taste weird. My whitening toothpaste and like mouthwash stuff. It's like,
Mhm.
oh, you have to wait 30 minutes after you use this before you can eat or
Oh, the
drink. And I'm
white
like,
paste.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh okay.
like
I know what
whitening
that
stuff.
is. Do you use the paste or use you don't use the strips?
It came with strips. I'm gonna use them. It's like use the strips for 7 days and then upkeep after that. But it's the no pain Lumino
Mm-hmm.
toothpaste mouthwash and strips. Like it comes in a kit for like $20. And then
Mm.
you can buy like the whitening pen or whatever from there on. Because like they don't look as yellow on here, but I feel like they look
Mm-hmm.
yellow in person. I don't
Yeah, I did.
smoke or anything. I mean I vape, but I don't really drink a lot of coffee anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly fizzy water and an occasional Red Bull to get rid of the headache, but
I usually do
that's
the
it.
strip. I did the strip. Wait, I'm not centered. Okay, I did the strips maybe 6 months ago, and they
Hmm.
lasted. They lasted like, I mean,
Your
my
teeth look beautiful.
well, I've been going to the dentist too, so like
Yeah,
it's been
I need
like
to.
but prior to this, and this is no joke, prior to going to the dentist, I have not gone to the dentist in like 15 years. It's been a while.
Dude, I haven't
Yeah.
gone. I think I had to be, well, there was a bar that would serve me before I was 21 here, but it was like our local weekly, like Friday, Saturday bar that we'd go to. I think I was 20 when I got braces on again for the second
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm.
And now I have permanent like things, but I haven't been since. And like he would get mad at me. He's like, "You don't floss." I'm like, "I floss every day."
I hate
He
flossing
was
so
he
much.
was
It
like, "You're not
hurts.
doing it right." And he was like, "Your gums are bleeding." I was like, "Yeah, because you're being super fucking aggressive." And come to find out, it didn't matter because of my brain stuff. I've got other stuff like connective tissue issues. And so my gums will always bleed. Even when I use my water flosser, they bleed. And I
Mm.
use that thing twice a day.
Oh, I don't.
So
The only time I use the water pick is when I'm in the bathroom, when I'm in the shower. That's it. But like, other than that, like, what? Oh, I
don't
was like,
use anything that goes in your mouth in your shower.
no. I take off the head, the head, and then the head of the water pick, and then but I
Mhm.
put the base of it. But like when I before I take the shower, before I go and do the
Mm.
shower, then I do it, and then just rinse it off because it's a mess. It's always a mess, and I hate making
Oh, on
like
your mirror and stuff,
yeah,
yeah.
on the mirror. So I'm just like, you know what? I'll just do it and just spit in the sink and or spit in the drain and
Oh,
be good.
Hufflepuff. I'm sorry, Riggedy. Well, I use these on my like wrists so that I don't get like water down my arms because I hate that sensation.
Mm-hmm.
For when I do my water pick, brush my teeth, wash my face, put contacts in, or take them out. Like that's what I put on my. Heck, I'll get you some.
Mm.
Uh,
My
you
sister
need
gave
a
me these.
hairband,
Oh, I don't need a hairband. When I used to have a fro, maybe. But like
but
my sister showed me this. Like it's like a toothpick, but it has little bristles on the other end of it, and I prefer that. It's actually really
hmm,
cool. I forgot. I think they're called
send
like
me a
dental.
photo of that.
Yeah, I think they're called dental picks, and I've been doing that at least once a day, and that's actually pretty cool. So like you just
My water pick has ones with brush heads on them.
mhm. But these are micro brush heads. These are really small. So like
Oh.
it's
I
like a
can't get
little thin.
anything between these teeth down here.
Yeah, oh yours is I have a gap. I hate it.
Dude,
What's up,
well,
Iceman Prime? How you doing?
I had the retainer, like the permanent. I can get shit between these. I do have like a little bit of plaque on the back of my teeth
Mm-hmm.
on those, but like the rest of my teeth, I don't have any plaque. But I am getting cosmetic bonding soon. I'm getting fangs.
I
I'm
don't know
so
what that is,
excited.
but that's cool.
It's
Hey, oh, what's up,
basically,
Iceman Prime? Oh, yeah. Well,
hi, Iceman.
we're about
We're
to
just
start
started.
actually.
We're just chatting.
Yeah.
Cosmetic bonding is like if you chip your tooth, you go to the doctor or the dentist and they put
Mm-hmm.
acrylic like they do on nails, but they
Mm.
match it to the color of your teeth and then they just kind of shape it to what your tooth was prior. And it
Yes.
lasts a long time, but I'm getting fangs
Oh,
top and
nice.
bottom and I'm
Oh,
so
cool.
excited cuz I don't have any points to any of my teeth. I never have. And so I'm not getting like vampire fangs, but I just want to a little
Yeah.
bit, just a little. Maybe they're a
Just
little longer than normal, but
maybe we'll
like
see you
on
cosplay as
purpose.
Himoko Toga from My Hero or something. I don't know. You don't even know what the fuck
I
I'm talking. But I'm just
uh
saying, what's going on?
I've seen
It's good.
photos.
How good is how's your metaphor run going? I'm still behind you, dude. I was playing a little bit before. Actually, I did a impromptu stream earlier, and it was fun. It's fun. It's funny. It was really cool. It was really fun. Yeah, it was
Really
good.
funny.
Yeah,
So
really
funny.
fun.
You
Real
missed
fun, real
it.
fun. I kind of went in a weird loop because I started to watch something and then I just got
You're
back
great.
into
I
it
do
again.
that too. It's okay.
Yeah.
I,
So,
he
but
doesn't have Adderall today, and neither do I. So have fun with us, because me
I
and
don't know.
Davis,
Oh yeah.
when
Oh,
it's
you're
just the
still there.
two of us,
Yeah. Oh, dude. Okay. Yeah. See, I'm not. Yeah, I just encountered the first part with the necromancer, and that's where I stopped. And
oop,
but I need to play. I need to play. I want to play more, but we'll see if I have time tomorrow. Would be the real thing because that's gonna happen. Like this game is It's great. But anyways, guys, hey, welcome to the CFG Gamecast episode number 239. I am Mr. CFG Games Davis Green. I'm with my co-host today. I'm with Lex today, who is what's it called? Voting for Carrie White for prom queen. I mean, I know we're only almost 30 years late, but hey, who cares? That's how it goes. But guys, this is an interactive podcast that we like to do. It's a podcast that we like to talk to you, the viewers and the watchers on Twitch and on YouTube. So if there is something that you're wanting to chime in about whatever we talk about, by all means, we encourage you to chime in, type it inside the chat, and we will discuss it with you as always. This is a judge-free zone. There you go.
You are our third and / fourth guests.
Yes.
And if maybe Smitty was here.
Yes. Yeah. If Smitty just gets off his lazy bum butt and decides to just say, hey, you know what? This guy, look at that. Still probably wanting to play Dynasty Warriors, still the same Dynasty Warriors he's been playing for the past 20 years. But yeah, so Shade, shots fired, Smitty. But anyways, guys, we'll get this party started. And just give us a minute and we'll go. That's the recording. Where's the recording button? That's
I have to burp. So sorry. Hold on.
Go for it.
It won't come out. It hurts. There we go. Oh, sorry. She was stuck.
Getting stuck up there. There we go.
I hate that.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, I don't like
get the timer.
Touching. Okay.
Okay, here we go. We'll get this started. And we'll go. Welcome to the CFG Gamecast episode number 239. The weekly podcast. Oh, wow. I screwed up. Wow. That sounds off.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, that sounds a little off to me. Am I right? Am I saying that right?
Welcome to the CFG Gamecast, episode number 239, a weekly podcast created by gamers and streamers alike to talk about the latest gaming topics and news. We stream a new episode on Saturdays, but changing soon, and release it on every podcast service, and we don't list any specifics, every Monday. So give us a like, a follow, and don't forget to write us a review. Give us some stars. Let us know how you like it, because that helps us too. Or go to our main website, confreaksandgeeks.com, to not miss an episode. I am your host, obviously Mr. Davis Green, and with me today, I have
obviously. Obviously.
I am a black man. Hello?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to widescreen it and then just make you say, like when you say that you're Davis Green. But no, continue. Yeah. Go on. Go for it.
How dare you interrupt me? I am obviously Davis Green, a black man. And with me today, my lovely co-host. Doesn't she look fantastic? The lovely, the beautiful, the incomparable Cyborg. This is Lex. How are you this week? This is Lex.
It's like, man, am I like the third person here? Jesus, well, that's cool. You know what? We're letting that one roll, so I'm good. I'm good with that. So
I was doing it for shits and gigs, but I'm down with it.
We'll definitely do it. Well, no,
I
am doing
a black man. Racist. Thanks, Betty.
Oh, that is so funny. But no, that's great. But no, that is really no. But guys, welcome to the CFG Gamecast episode number 239. Lex, what have you been up to?
Great question. Not gaming, as we all know. Find out on Monday. We get updates on Monday about my hands. Well, I've been crafting. I'm done. We're doing like a reno for the house, a small little reno, updating furniture and stuff. So I built all the IKEA furnitures. It's all done. The couch is built. Now we're just looking at paint. For the living room, we're gonna go with like an emerald green, moody with like gold accents. We're gonna do wainscoting. So it's gonna be crown molding, then the wainscoting, which is usually a molding of itself, center of the wall, and then new molding on the bottom. And then we're gonna do like the frame mounts with same mold but smaller, with little frame mounts around the house. And then inside those, Adam wants to do like a gothic, lacy kind of look inside them. So it's going to have like a real fun, like moody vibe. I also think he's going to let me in our entryway paint our door purple because there's a witch that lives here, of course. And I can't do that on the outside because my HOA already hates me. But yeah, I finished like all the Halloween decorations. I'm not pulling all of them out this year because we're gonna be doing stuff, to the house, and it's silly to have it out. Also, if you don't know, Bashir, Adam's orange kitty, the menace, he eats everything, including tape. So I
Hmm.
don't want him to eat the Halloween decorations because I crystallized a bunch of like stuff and it looks really cool, but Jadzia and Opie want nothing to do with it. They're like, chemicals, let me stay away. He wants to get up in it and sniff it. And I'm like, I'm not risking him licking this borax crystals that I made and him keeling over. So a lot
You know
of
what I love?
decorations are staying in the
Your
garage. What?
dog literally like was at first was just standing and just looking at you like
Oh,
creeping
yeah.
like a creeper status, and then he's just laying down in the hallway. They're just laying down in the hallway, and I was just like, oh, that's freaking hilarious. But
She
it's
has
just
a
great.
tribble. You can't, I
Uh,
don't know if you can see it, but she's got a tribble. And if she picks it up, it could make noise. And I think that's what she's waiting for is the call out
uh,
to like bring it
uh,
here.
I see.
Because if I throw it for her, it's gonna go. Um, but yeah, it's been nice to just kind of we created this awesome couch build essentially where I can like be in a laying position, and it's I call it my little hole because it's great,
Hmm.
having not just one space in our house that I'm comfortable in bed, but like also downstairs in the living room. So we've been watching a lot of shows, and we've gotten to Mad Men.
Hmm.
Couldn't stop watching last night. I blinked and it was 6:30 in the morning. I was like, oh shit, I need to go to bed.
Damn.
Um, yeah,
But no, well, it seems like you've
just
been
crafting. I've been
cozy.
making little things for like my collared shirts and dresses. So I'm very excited to like bust those out. They're really neat.
Still, so I guess so. What's 3 weeks and counting so far right now on gaming? No, nothing so far. I mean, don't get me wrong.
April. I haven't gamed since
No,
April.
I'm not talking about streaming. I'm talking about just in general gaming.
I don't
Like,
game by myself either. I haven't since April. I've played like 3 or 4 sessions with the Spoopy crew for like 2 hours.
yeah.
Maybe a total of 10 times since April. That's
Well,
it.
don't get me wrong. I mean, I know because of like what's going on with like
Yeah.
medically, but I mean, I'm just saying. But that's crazy. But yeah,
And I
also
I told the Spoopy crew, I was like, "Guys, I'm out indefinitely until further notice. Like,
yeah,
I'll stay in the group chat that I made, but like, I'm out. You guys
yeah.
make
But
plans,
it's
enjoy. I don't want to cramp your style."
no, that's fair. Um,
What
yeah,
have
no,
you been doing,
man.
buddy?
Well, it's kind of funny. I've been all over the place this week. It was actually kind of
Oh?
crazy. So like for like so I was what's it called? Well, first off, I'm like it might be time for me to get glasses, and I do not want glasses. I don't want to wear them.
Oh.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I just never like it, to be well. When I was younger, when I was in middle school, I was prescribed reading glasses. So I
Okay.
wore them for like 2 weeks, and I was like, nah, this isn't me. I just left them, and then I never went back to them again.
Okay.
So, but now it's like my sister's been urging me because when I had I randomly remember the time I had pink eye randomly
Yeah.
last month or something. Um,
Yeah.
so
Because Smitty farted
sometimes
on your pillow.
yeah, yeah. They somehow so they sometimes my vision on my left side sometimes it gets kind of blurry, and I'm just like I don't know if I want like I need to go to an optometrist, but I know what they're going to say. They're going to say, "Oh yeah, you need glasses or something."
Why don't you
So,
get contacts?
there's no way that I can put a
Really?
contact in my eye. Yeah, I've never done it. Like the
It's not bad.
I mean, well, still, it's just the regular maintenance of doing it. Like like putting the
I have
eye thing
contacts
and
in
stuff.
right now.
Yeah, how long have you been wearing contacts and glasses and stuff like that?
I only
Like you've
started
been
wearing
doing it.
contacts this year because I have astigmatism.
Yeah, well,
And they,
no,
they didn't really have contacts for stigmatisms until recently. Oh, my
I
glasses
was.
are so big I have to take my headphones off to get them back in. But it's not bad. It really
Yeah,
isn't. I don't know if you're one of those like nearsighted or farsighted.
I'm
Like I don't
nearsighted.
okay.
I can see near
Uh,
fine, but far I can't see very well.
okay, so I'm the same. Um yeah, no. Are you having trouble driving at night?
No, I'm fine with that. It's just like it's
Really?
just
Okay.
when I'm looking at the computer screen and stuff. I mean, that's what I do as my job, and now I'm going to be doing overnights and stuff like that. So I'm just going to be. I know I'm gonna. I have gamer glasses, which I have. Thanks to
Yeah.
shout outs to is it Oakley? No, Gunner. Shout outs to Gunner on that one.
Nice. I do
But
like
still,
theirs too.
Yeah,
They
you
sent
know
me
the one
some.
you know the one I want are the
Mm.
Fallout ones. The Fallout glass frames look really
Oh,
good.
excuse me while I
Yeah,
look
yeah,
that up. Fallout gamer
that
glasses.
looks really really good. Uh, yeah, but anyway, so I'm looking at that.
Ooh.
Then at the beginning of the year, then the beginning of the week, DC reached out and then they were showing the books because they basically
Mm-hmm.
made like a multiverse
Mm-hmm.
with the new series. I think it's called like there's Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, and Absolute Wonder Woman. So
Okay.
I checked out Absolute Batman, and oh my god, dude, that is
Oh,
the best Batman I have seen in such a long time.
I
I
just
was
sent
like,
you the Fallout glasses. Are those the ones you're talking about?
let me see. Yeah, but yeah, yeah. I just checked
Oh,
out
hold on.
Absolute
Absolute.
Batman,
Okay.
and it is like the story, the version of Bruce Wayne in this one of Batman is just sick. It is ridiculous. Like he had like how he has a utility for everything in his utility belt.
Yeah.
He still has that, but now his whole thing, like his cowl, is also a weapon. So like the like so like his like the bat ears he has,
Yeah.
the pointy
Yeah.
ears,
Yeah.
he can those are knives they could just pull out of them on the top and use them as daggers. And then what was funny, so there was a scene, spoilers if you do read this because the first book,
Mm.
there's a scene that he's fighting this big guy and he has this knife, and then he says that he's killed several people with this knife. So then Batman has like his Batman logo on
His
his front
emblem.
of his
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, his emblem. His emblem is just what it doesn't really look like a bat. It just looks like a rectangle with little jagged edges in certain parts of the rectangle, and it's a little bit
Mm-hmm.
curved on the edge. And I thought
Okay.
that was the version of the bat logo in this one. He gets a stick out, he puts it underneath the logo. It's a battle axe. He's able to yank it off of his chest, and he just one shots this guy with a battle axe's arm. And I'm like, this is wild, bro. I was like, this is a
Straight
great.
up murdering
He
fools.
didn't kill him. He just chopped off his limb. He chopped off his hand, and
Just
I was
chopped
just
off
like,
his hand.
hey, it
Okay.
could have been worse with the size.
I'm
Like, if you
sure.
see a picture of this guy, it's
Yeah.
just freaking insane. But like, but no, I am loving this version of Batman though. And this is just the first book, and it's with my favorite writer and one of my favorite artists, so Scott Snyder and Nick Dragata. And
Yeah.
man, I am loving this. But then at the end of the week, what's it called? Officially is out. Metaphor Refantasio. Like, dude, this is the game I've been just constantly playing this one. Like I can't.
Nice.
I decided to officially just stream it, when I can,
Right.
and then go from there and to see how the game is. And this game is wild. It's definitely the creators of Persona, and I've been loving every minute of it.
I love Persona.
So we'll see. Yeah. So this is the same creators, and they're doing the right thing, man. It just keeps on. It just they have been just making it better and better, and I've. Everything
Nice.
I've seen, and I like. In fact, I streamed a couple of hours, like an hour before this episode, just because
Nice.
I needed to get my fix on this. So yes,
I get it.
definitely game of the year for me. Like, it's
Hell
definitely a
yeah.
contendership on game of the year for me already.
I
It's
do have
crazy.
to make a comment. I think you would look great with glasses, but you got to do it like you got to make them part of the personality, like get cool, funky ones, you know?
Just get cool.
I think you can do it. Get
It's like
get
get
wrecked.
cool. Oh, you mean get
Yeah.
cool? I was like, no,
Yeah.
just get cool.
Yeah.
See, yeah, those are the glasses I like. Yeah, you're right. The
The
Fallout
gunners.
glasses. Yeah,
They're
the gunner
cool.
glasses.
You
I
could
like
totally
that.
put those into prescriptions.
Yeah, well, like I said, I need to know what my prescription is. Like I said, but we'll see.
Right.
We'll see. I need to just not just get over myself and just get them.
It might not be that bad, and doing contacts isn't bad either. Like they'll show you how to put them in. I do
Yeah.
them with these giant nails. If I can do it, you can do it.
I am never doing it. I am never trying to put something in my eye. I think I'm good with the glasses. If I
It's
do,
so
it's going to be
easy.
glasses.
I just I
Or-
get it on my finger, I look down, I look up, and then I pop it in my eye, and then I squish the air bubbles out.
Folks,
like, gently, and
if
then
y'all are
blink.
watching or listening to this, please comment on this. Should I get glasses or should I get contacts? Because I am not getting
Get both.
contacts.
You could try.
Or I can do option number C, which is LASIK. But I don't know if I don't
Adam
know
is
LASIK.
gonna have to get his LASIK redone, and he's got really bad halos at night. Like I have bad halos at night with like
What are
lights.
halos?
So
Oh, like
the
ring
headlights,
lights? Uh-huh.
instead of headlights, they look huge. Like it blows it
Ooh.
out, kind of like
Oh
how I
God.
get with like
Uh-huh.
white. Um, and so headlights are like the size of houses, and it's
Oh
like
God,
street
no.
lights. Oh yeah, that's why I asked if you're having trouble driving at night. I have that, but with my glasses on, with the contacts, I don't have that issue. Regular glasses though, I it's bad.
Mm.
But he's gonna have to probably get his LASIK redone
Okay.
because his vision's getting bad. I don't know if I would recommend it. Also, if you don't like touching your eye and putting contacts in, it is terrifying having the
Oh,
LASIK
well,
done because you're awake for it.
the idea of LASIK is already terrifying as it is. But anyways, we
Look,
digress. Let's just
also,
get this
I would
going.
like to point out every doctor who does LASIK wears fucking glasses. They don't have it themselves.
You
Like
don't
that
trust
should be
them.
telling. I don't trust that shit.
There you go. Well, I know y'all don't want to hear about the argument of what is better of glasses or contacts, so let's go through the normal rigmarole that we like to do each and every week. So each of us chooses a topic of discussion in the world of video games from the previous week. The topic would or could be a game itself or something that happened in the gaming industry itself. So if there is something that you wanted to chime in on whatever we discussed, by all means, just type it inside the chat. We would love to discuss it back with you and go from there as always. So let's get this party started with Lex. What are you bringing to the table?
Ooh. So I know we've talked about it a bunch in the last year and a half, but just as your reminder, you do not own games, you're licensing them. And Steam is finally putting that warning in when you purchase games. Why? Why now? And why not previously? Great question. Thank you for asking. So Gavin Newsom signed a law that forces digital marketplaces to make it clear to customers that when you buy, or they, being you the customer, buy media, you are only buying a license to that media. So the law itself is A as an alpha, B as in boy 2426. So it prohibits online storefronts from using the words buy, purchase, or any other term which a reasonable person would understand to confer an unrestricted ownership interest in the digital good or alongside an option for a time limited rental. The law won't apply to storefronts that state in plain language that you're actually just licensing the digital content and that license could expire at any time. Or to products that can be permanently downloaded, companies that violate the terms could be hit with false advertising fines. So we've talked about it. So many games that were out and popular, and the number of people playing it dropped drastically in the first month. They take their games off servers, and you as the client are then can never play it again online. And again, we've had so many games in the last 2 years that have just come out, they didn't hit at the right time, and bam, they're gone. So you as a customer are kind of screwed in that regard. Well, not kind of, you are, because you purchased this item, but you don't own it. You've never owned it. But I like that the language is very plain. They have to tell you you are not buying or purchasing, you are just licensing. Um, so finally, Steam is putting it in plain writing. Davis, I know we kind of started to get into it before the podcast started, but I know you've got a lot to say.
I mean, I don't really have a lot to say. I mean, I'm just more surprised that we haven't like this hasn't been something that happened a longer time ago.
Yeah,
You know, like
right.
this, because like I guess the thing is that I guess we didn't have to worry about it as much what it was a long time ago because
Yeah,
the
we had
climate of the
physical
gaming.
copies.
Well, it's not even only that
Not just
because I
that,
mean
but yeah.
we still have physical copies. I think the biggest thing is the fact that nowadays games longevities do not last as long as what it is, and then plus
Uh-uh.
like the chances of like if a game is successful or the type of games, because I really think if anything that pushed the reason why they pushed themselves to having to say this is because games as a service became the bigger entity
Right.
or a big entity because like it I mean look when you think about last year alone, look at the graveyard of games that have only been out for a short period of time. Knockout
Mm-hmm.
what's called that dodgeball game from EA. Then you also had Rumbleverse and like even the crappy ones that are still active, but it's just a matter of time, like I mean not
Right.
saying crappy, but like Multiverses is a lot lower numbers of what they were expecting it to get. Look at freaking what's it called? Just Concord that was 2 weeks. I mean, that
Yeah.
was legitimately 2 weeks, and then they paid money, and then but then Sony knew that if they didn't give them their money back, the people would literally be rioting back towards it. I'm just saying that like we didn't have to worry about industry or a company to just say, okay, we're shutting it off, you can't get it back, but unless there was like, there was two small instances, like I think was it Need for Speed that tried to like remove it from their digital library, and then the
Yeah.
people that purchased it, they're like, oh well, too bad, so sad and stuff. Yeah, they don't
Right.
want those situations are going to go up in the rise now, since more games are going more towards the digital age. And then but
Yeah.
man, but this is probably, for me, this pretty much solidifies my reasoning on why I only will try to get physical copies. I
Yeah.
mean, if I possibly can. I've always been that way though. I never was like, I guess PC is the only one that I give the exception to, but like for consoles and stuff like that, no, I try to get physical more than I ever try to get a digital copy, unless the company gives me a key for it,
Yeah.
But
No, I get that.
yeah, but I mean, this is more like this isn't more like a change of policy per se, because it's been around. It's just been an unspoken policy,
Yeah.
but people need to be more aware of what they're buying. And
Especially with
now,
games of service, because
oh,
that's
definitely,
where this is where the issue truly lies, because a lot of the games that we are purchasing and interested in now are games of service, which are supposed to continue on in that longevity. But if they're not hitting the numbers right off the bat, they're taking that sucker off the servers. And then again, you as a client, you paid for something and it's gone. And if they want to be shady and shitty about it, they could say fuck you and not give you your money back, you know?
yeah. Well, this is what I think what's going to happen. Like, I think this is a preemptive attack for something higher issue, because it's not going to, something's going to happen in the future where it's going to be like,
Right.
you bought something in. Oh, this is not even including the like the Kickstarter games that promises you the world, like, the day
Oh,
before and
yeah.
stuff like that. And then you just came back, you just got crap. I mean, like, this is just protecting themselves for any kind of deliberations of stuff, saying like, oh, you bought this game. I was like, oh, I bought this game, I own this game. It's like, oh no, it's like, not so fast, we got the digital copy. No, we just gave you the right to buy it. And
Right.
even physical games technically has that too. The only difference is it's not like, you don't, well, certain games, but you don't need like a digital print of to allow yourself to play it. That's
Right.
so, but it's just a different source of technology. And honestly, like, it that just, and that has always terrified me ever since the PS3, when that happened,
Yeah.
when there was a lot of games that were like basically locked on that system. There's still games that are locked on that system, and
Yeah.
you can't transfer it, but you purchased it and you wanted to play it again. Like, I still want to play X-Men and the Simpsons arcade games, but nope, that's not going to ever happen
Yeah.
unless they
Oh, The
redo all of that.
Simpsons.
Yeah, the Simpsons arcade game is such a classic,
So
like,
good.
yeah, the only other way to get it is arcade one up. But do you want to spend $600 for a 30-year-old game? No, I don't.
No.
so
No
so yeah,
thanks.
yeah. I mean, it's a very brain buster, like it's like an obvious moment situation, which I'm glad they did. And I know the only reason why they're doing it is because of the law that Gavin Newsom did approve in California. Good for them on doing that. So
Yeah.
now, and I'm glad that also, and glad Steam doesn't have to notify everybody, but I'm glad that they decided to say, no, we're just going to do it just all across the board. Be a lot easier,
Right.
so. And now that even now that Android is now opening up their gaming space now for Xbox, so Xbox games are going to be now
Right.
consistently, like, you can just buy on an app and stuff. Yeah, I mean, they're future proofing themselves. But yeah, so yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's obvious, it's a good move, it's a good thing. But you know what's going to end up happening? Nothing's going to change.
No.
Yeah. I mean, what's going to happen is that now there's an additional row of the terms of services that that everyone skips to read, and then just say, okay, I understand, because no one wants to read the legal
No.
mumbo jumbo. They just want to,
Legalese.
yeah, the legalese and stuff. They just
Well,
wanted to do and do what they need to do.
and that's why, like, again, the law that Gavin Newsom signed, good for him. It says specifically they have to state in plain language. So it's not the legalese that we're used to. But if you're ever bored, by all means, please read some of them. They are hilarious. They put the weirdest stuff in them. I don't know if whoever, like, technical writer is writing these out is like working on 4 different projects at once, but sometimes like weird stuff ends up getting in there and it's kind of hilarious. It's a good toilet read if you get bored, you know?
Yeah, really? Yeah, okay. It's not.
Yes.
It's the same
Yes.
total read. Riggedy Rex said, "Oh, thank God
It's
you had
not
the second
his.
row." How big is your? And then it just stops, and I'm like, But he says,
Yeah.
Riggedy Rex says, "How big is your Steam library?" Yeah, this is definitely not mine. Like my Steam library is like small. Like my personal Steam library is very very small. But the
I don't know how
website's,
big mine is.
yeah, the website Steam library is massive. I will say that. So, but no, I don't. Like I said, I mean, I do play PC games. There's certain games I like to play on PC. There's certain games I like to play on console. I can
Yeah.
easily like split up the games easily for me to do that. But yeah, like RPGs and stuff is definitely a console based game. Yakuza is definitely console. You know, I don't care about graphics. It's definitely like
I'm
a nice
curious.
chill game.
How many games do you have in your Steam library?
How many do I personally have on my Steam library? I don't have that many. Let me see.
I'm just curious because I have 480.
Yeah, I don't have that much. I don't. Let me see what I got.
But some
Yeah,
of them
but
are Adam's games, so probably 200. Let's be real, because that boy, if y'all are friends with my partner, and you see him pop up, he is playing all day long while he works, and he's doing sequel at the same time. I don't know how he does it.
oh, he knows sequel backwards and
And
forth. Oh, sorry,
oh,
just
he
popped
does.
up on it. You know what? But like, godly, I don't. He's playing 2 different games at the same time, like you said before.
Oh yeah.
It's freaking
And then
crazy.
people will like message him. They're like, "Hey, I'm stuck on this boss fight. Can you help?" He's like, "Yeah, no problem." He's
Oh wow.
like everybody's clincher for boss. Hey, he's helped you out on boss fights too.
Did he? Oh, he did on.
Oh yeah.
He did on what's it called, that Dracula game, Rising. But then he left me out to dry for the rest of the for the rest of the game. So I can't even play. I can't play with no one anymore.
Yours is 950. Yeah. See,
Nine
wait,
hundred and fifty. So
it
mine
tells you at the
is,
top of your library all of
yeah.
them.
Mine is, shoot. Mine's not even triple digits. Mine is 85.
Really?
I told you I didn't have a lot.
Oh, you got a little baby library.
I'm fine. It's not even baby. This is like maybe
It's a
like
baby.
this is like 3 months in the womb.
Fetus.
That's what that is. It's being developed. That's what that
Cells.
is. Yeah.
It's cells in the womb.
So let's see how much the CFG has. 176 for Soapy Night. Okay, so yeah, 950.
Oh,
That's the
really?
biggest one I've seen so far.
I got 476, and I'll be honest, probably 200 of them are Adams, maybe
435. Okay, that's how much I have
Okay.
on CFG games, on the CFG
Okay.
games one. But like I said, I don't personally. Yeah, like I said, I don't personally like to. Play on my PC
But
mostly. The only time I do.
my Steam library is also connected to my sudo for when I review games, so a lot of them I
so it might
review
be
and
back and
then
forth.
I don't touch them. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
mix between mine, my review, and then Adam's.
Oh, okay.
Which,
Okay,
if
that's
you
fair.
guys are wanting me to review games, I'm so sorry. I'm not doing it right now. You guys are reaching out to my Trouble with Trouble email. I'm sorry. I'm not responding at this time. I need to
You're right
have like
now.
a message. I
I'm
am dead.
I'm semi-retired right now.
I am
for some personal
retiring. I'm
reasons.
so
That's what that
sorry.
is. It's
Yeah.
176.
I don't
is
know
still
how they
pretty.
figured out it's me.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's a pen name.
It's the
They
internet,
figured it out.
man. The internet
Yeah,
will
I
always
know.
figure it out. So there you go.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but there we go. I mean, like I said, this is just the normal trend. I'm glad that they did. They have to do it at this point because there's going to be. We're just waiting for the big lawsuit that's going to cost them to change everything. Exactly.
Yep.
So
Money,
yeah,
money, money.
yeah, pretty much. Oh, right. Well, my topic
Your turn.
is funny. So, like I said, yesterday was the first official day of Metaphor ReFantazio. This was actually a pretty busy week because Metaphor ReFantazio and Dragon Ball Sparking Zero came out the same day. Dragon Ball, yes, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero came out yesterday. However, Dragon Ball
Yes.
Sparking Zero had early release, had an early release. If you reserved it or whatever, or bought the digital deluxe edition or something, you were able to play at the beginning of the week. And I'm pretty sure that's a lot of people are seeing that kind of stuff nonstop, you know. But as usual for an Atlas Sega game, Metaphor ReFantazio, which if you do not know is a game that is created by the developers of the Persona 4 developers and creators of Persona 4 and Persona 5 reached their decided to make their own IP, a brand new IP with a brand new like different kind of story away from the Shimigami Tensei series. So this is their first look, and I will say this game is very political. And Because like the base story of it is very very political, and it's very cool, very in depth and stuff. Like there's a caste, there's a
Question.
hierarchy, and then and stuff like that. What's up?
You say political. Is it like translating ish to our current climate, or it's
No,
political in
not
its own right? Okay.
and political in its own right. Because like technically it's a matter of uh like it's basically originally like a hierarchy system, but then the story the base story, and I'm not spoiling this is basically what it is. The base story is that there's an initial hierarchy, so there's a king, and then the whole thing, and then something happens to the king, and then something else happens for them to decide to vote for who is going to be the next leader of the country. And then the way that they're doing it is really like, it's really extra, like it has to be. It's not something
Interesting.
simple. So
It,
very interesting indeed. Yeah.
I'm
But
gonna be a history nerd here. Very like Hutus and Tutsis is what it's reminding me of.
hmm, yeah. So basically, but the thing I'm wanting to talk about, because I could talk about Metaphor all day, I'm actually jonesing to play it after this. But still, the so Metaphor ReFantazio is hit is Sega Atlas's, or it's Atlas's first game that hit 1 million copies the fastest. The last time that they did that was Persona, like was it Persona 4? Yeah, it was Persona 3 or Persona 4. Let me actually look it up real quick, because I know but it took them 5 days to reach to reach 1 million. Okay, here we go. You know what? I'm just gonna go on an IGN article. It's probably easier. Here we go. So, oops. Wesley Yin Pool on IGN says Atlas Metaphor ReFantazio has sold over 1 million copies as of its official release date. Publisher Sega has announced that's enough to make Metaphor ReFantazio the fastest selling Atlas game of all time, breaking Persona 3 Reload's record of hitting 1 million in a week. So they hit 1 million earlier this year, but it took the other game 7 days. It only took this game 1 day. So it's
Jesus.
crazy. So that the Metaphor ReFantazio's October 11th global release date has already seen the Persona style game shoot up Steam's most played games list with 42,992 concurrent players at the time of this article's publication. That figure will no doubt rise that will head into the weekend, and fans will get it in the regions to get a chance to play. The game's also launched on PlayStation. Oh, I didn't know it was launched on PS4 as well, but PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X and S,
Nice.
but neither Sony or Microsoft makes player numbers publicly available, should be a crime, but still.
Silly.
But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But anyways, so there you go. Yeah, Persona 3 Reload.
Nice.
Thank you, Iceman Prime. Yeah, so they are crushing it. This is only day 2, mind you. Keep this in mind. So like, I mean, the only way you can go is going to be up, you know.
Yeah.
But this kind of leads me to two different kinds of things here,
Hmm.
and it's funny. Actually, I just mentioned this earlier with my other friends that uh, you don't need to reinvent the wheel when it comes to RPGs, in my opinion, because
Agreed.
this is a turn-based RPG, and I have always felt that, like, big companies like Square Enix decided to wanting to pivot and a pivot away from turn-based, and then just dump ridiculous amounts of money on the big IPs that they know is going to sell. Like Final
Right.
Fantasy. Final Fantasy has not been a turn-based game since Final Fantasy not 10. I'm sorry, since Final Fantasy 10, and they put in a ridiculous amount of money. And even though as awesome as Final Fantasy 16 was, it was not in the eyes of Square Enix, it is not successful because of the amount of money, the amount of time, and the amount of everything that
Yeah.
they did just to get what they got out of it, you know. So
Yeah.
so and it's the same way for Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Rebirth is a great game. It's an incredible game, but once again they can't because they didn't reach the expectations of what they wanted. And they were substantially low. But when you see Atlas release like Persona 3, that's a remake of a game that came out 13 years ago, and they still get the numbers that they're needing to get to be considered to be successful, and it's nowhere near the amount of copies that Final Fantasy has gotten. I'm just saying that like they may just need to kind of like, I mean, may look at what they're doing to make it right, because I don't know, it's just like it's awesome to hear that these to see the success of this game already. Call this game a success after 24 hours of it being released, you know. So like
No, it's
that's
fantastic.
yeah, so like, but yeah, but I just find it very, I mean, congratulations to Sega Atlas or Atlas Sega or whatever. And but yeah, but so far the game changed my mind, I will say, because like when I tried the prologue out, I was like, this game is more
You were
Shin
iffy
Megami
about it.
Tensei. Well, yeah, well,
Yeah.
if anyone decided this, I don't know if I'm the only one. I mean, y'all can say in the chats if y'all gave it 100%, like you weren't worried about it ever since it was announced back in like February or March. But like for me,
Right.
I didn't know what kind of game this was going to be. Like for the longest time until I saw the first trailer of like the job, like that this going to have different kinds of job classes, and they showed semi of what the battle system was going to be, and then I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, then I'm sold. Well, first off, I love job classes. Job classes is like a selling point for me. So if you tell me
Me too.
selling points, yeah. If you tell me like, oh, this game has job classes, like, okay, I'll definitely try it. So but yeah, then I saw then when I saw a full match, I was like, oh, okay, this is definitely my thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was still iffy, and I was still kind of iffy on the demo, because I was like, this is just Persona, just with a little bit of things, but it actually has its own identity. I definitely like the game. So I mean, I know you haven't touched it yet, but like, what do you have any opinions on it?
I okay. I have not been even on my TikTok feed. I haven't been really getting anything as far as games on my, like, when you go on TikTok, you can go to your following, you can just do the for you, and you scroll through. Every other that wasn't like an ad was people live playing this, and I sat and watched for a bit of a creator who I don't know as a gamer at all, and I was shocked to see them playing. So I watched. It looks so good. I love Persona 5. I love Persona 5. And it kills me that like I can't remember the ending of the game. Please don't say it in the chat. But I keep saying I want to go back and play it, and I've had a few sick days in bed where I have gone back and played it, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "Oh, I remember this part. What happened at the end? Why can't I remember? It's driving me up a wall." This looks like the turn base obviously has similar looks and style to Persona 5.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate that it did that, because that as a company is their identity, right? Like it wasn't just Persona 5 that looks similar to that. That's kind of similar in all of their games, right? It looks really good. It doesn't fall under games that I would normally want to play, and I'm kind of mad that I can't, cuz
Well, you know what?
these
I
days
think that
stupid things
this
don't work.
Yeah,
What
well,
am
I
I
mean,
doing?
I
Again.
think I think that this is a game that is a good not necessarily introductory, but it is a good game that like if someone who has never touched a turn-based RPG before,
Oh, yeah.
would
No, for sure.
definitely will do it, because like I've known people who've seen like videos of Persona and they're like, oh wow, this looks like really fun. It's like, and then they try it and they're like,
Right.
wow, this is really fun, because it's not just a normal turn-based. It's like it's
No.
also like, you know, you have all the extra stuff that you could do on the side and stuff brings people in, you know,
Right.
and they do a great job of doing that. So uh they like, I think this is a good enough that like this also looks at people that may have not have seen or played played an RPG, and with Atlas they always have a good way of presentation. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all with this. But man, I just can't believe they hit a million, dude. Like that fast is impressive, especially on a
Right.
new. Not only that though, too. Let's not
A
even
new
add the fact
IP.
that it's a brand new IP. It's
Yeah.
like
That's
would
crazy. Good for
yeah,
them,
very
dude.
good, very
Seriously.
good.
Also, I would like to point out, now that I have my color glasses, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, "Ooh, I bet Persona 5 looks fantastic with these glasses on." I oh, I no, it's beautiful. I and it's interesting that you say that. So the person that I saw that I is a creator that I follow who
Hmm.
doesn't ever post gaming content. They were playing it and they've never played a turn-based RPG, let alone it seemed like a game from this developer. So they were asking questions from the chat and chat was, answering. But also, I would like to point out that this developer is a really good way of if you forget how to do something or how something works, eh, there's in the settings, you can go back and play that audio or look at the captions and like remember how to do things. It's one of those, I don't know. I just to me like that's so simple, but there are
Hmm.
games where you're like, "Oh, I have a question about X, Y, and Z." And you go to the settings and they'll have like a section about that and you'll look and it's very vague. You're like, "That didn't answer my question. Why would you even have that there?"
I have no
The
idea
whole
what you're talking
point
about. I'm
I
sorry,
okay.
you've lost me. But I mean, like, are you talking about the game, or are you talking about like?
Yeah, so, okay, in turn-based RPGs, as you're playing, right,
Mm-hmm.
like the first chapter, it explains how things work to you, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, your
Tutorials.
character classes, right, but as you're playing, things get a little more complicated. People in your group get new abilities, this, that, and the other, right? And then you have a question that was answered in the tutorial, at least the beginning phase, and so you go back thinking like, "Oh, they explained it in the tutorial, but they probably added on to it at this point because now it's more in depth."
Mm.
And a lot of games don't answer those questions, so you're kinda like, "Well, I guess I'll find out at some point."
Well, I mean,
But
I guess it just depends on the kind of gamer that you like to be, you know. But like at the same time, like
right.
if it's not if it's not in your face, or if it's not if like tutorials is a little bit of a tricky point of like trying to be successful at, and if you do enough, then they can do it. But there's games where it's like for instance, like one of the games I wish that they don't do a tutorial was Monster Hunter, because the original
Oh, I
Monster Hunters
agree.
were
It's
were hella tough, and then
it
and you just had
it's
to figure it out.
crazy.
Yeah, and you had to figure out the combos, and then once you do, you get a
Mhm.
level of accomplishment, in my opinion.
Yeah.
it just depends on what it is, you know. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm kind of stand
I
with
what
that.
I'm trying to say is this developer does a really good job of you put the controller down, you life gets busy, it's been a week, you pick it up, you're like, "Oh, I chapter 1 was the tutorial, now I'm on chapter 36. I don't
Yeah,
remember how, this combo works. Let me go and look in the settings for like that tutorial section."
right.
And it just doesn't really explain it the way you were hoping is all I'm saying. It just
Hmm.
for me also, like having your tutorial in closed captions, not a ton like they don't all do it. Like some of the tutorial will be in the closed captions, but not all of them I've noticed. So this game
Okay, we'll
they
just.
it seems that they do. So
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
sorry.
Again, I know we got a little bit of a commercial break of it on Twitch, so we'll give it some time before we switch over. But I will
Okay.
say it's a yeah, but like no,
This is your game of the year. I feel
well,
it.
right now this is definitely my game, one of the games of the years. It's I mean, I think this
I get
year's
it.
game,
It
I
looks
think this
great.
year's game of the year is going to be tough, because I don't think that it's not as cut and dry as what it has been in the past, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like there are games that definitely shine, and there's also some that are like that, but it's been from a steady, like, point, like, to still say that
Right.
I'm still looking to find my game of the year, and we're in October. It's still kind of surprising to me. That's
Right.
all.
Well, and last year we had, Alan Wake pop out right at the end there. And
Mm-hmm.
immediately people were like, "Yep, Alan Wake. I knew it would be my game of the year," which is what I said.
Yeah,
And there was a contention of like, can it even qualify for it
that was
because it
me.
came out and like,
It wasn't even contention. It was just me. I
yeah,
was like, "What? It's only
I
been down for 2 weeks." It's like, hey, you know. And so yeah.
yeah,
So I'll admit, I will definitely
when you
admit to
know, you
that.
know. I'm
So
just
yeah,
saying.
I mean, I still haven't. I've never played an Alan Wake game, and I
It's
should,
so
because
good.
I loved Control. Control was a great game. So like,
I played Control and I thought I just watched JTZ play it and like that was my memory of it. No, I played it. I beat it. Don't
oh
remember.
yeah, oh that's funny. But
I
then
looked back at the video footage. I was like, that's not me. That's a different person. I
mhm.
have been cloned.
The game is glitched. It was so glitchy though. I do remember that, but it holds up though. The
Yes.
graphical wise, it was very nice. All right, Lex, what is your
Yeah.
topic?
Nothing. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually a horror movie that I have not seen. So
Which is
maybe
surprising.
I know. And I asked Adam if we could watch it tonight, and his response was, yeah, sure.
Oh,
And he did say that he has seen Clowns from Outer Space, but it was a long time ago. I was like, okay, cool, me too. Um, but this one is on our list to watch. Terrifier. Have you guys seen it? It was a 2016 movie. There's a third one that just came out this year. There is obviously Terrifier, Terrifier 2, and Terrifier 3. It is about a clown. His name is Art. If you have been on
Art the
TikTok or
Clown.
Instagram, you have seen, I believe, if we are not mistaken, it is the actual actor from the movie going to Halloween stores and terrifying people, and it is hilarious.
I
So,
okay. Well, first
uh
off,
huh,
I saw a Facebook video of that
yeah,
or something randomly, and I was like, "Oh, okay, so it's just the guy doing a prank because it's Halloween." And you don't know, like, but you said that that's the real person that made the movie. Like,
I think
was
so.
oh my god, it's
I
so
think it's the
random.
actual actor. Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's so random.
it might be like a publicity stunt for people to, because you were saying that you can rent the third one, but it is
Hmm.
in theaters. So yeah, he's going around. What is the Halloween store called? You said it earlier.
Spirit.
Now I can't remember. Thank you, Spirit Halloween, and standing alongside those animatronics, in a fixed position with the flower glasses on, and then people will walk by. And he'll reach out or say something like they're talking to whoever's next to them, like, "Oh, this looks really good." And he's like, you're like, oh god, and then he screams too. It's hysterical. But if we can't show the video footage, we've had a little bit of a back and forth. I said we probably could. He's like,
It,
I don't
it's
know if we want to risk it.
it's too gory,
uh
dude. Like,
yeah.
like it's not even like it's not like Mortal Kombat, dude. They censor
No,
Mortal
it is.
Kombat gore and stuff, so like I
Yeah,
don't want to mess with it. But it is
I get it.
yeah, yeah. But they are doing a beat 'em up version. I think I could do oh, you know what? I'll do the second half of the video because the first half is
Okay.
pretty. It's pretty. Let's see
Yeah,
if I can do
I
that.
agree.
Okay.
So art is the Artcade game. So it's retro inspired pixel art beat 'em up based on Art the Clown's world from the Terrifier horror movies. In fact, you play as Art in this 4-player local co-op brawler with a chiptune soundtrack. Soundtrack was great. I mean, I don't know. It seemed like you also agreed with that, but the soundtrack is fantastic.
I've never
Um,
never seen it.
really? I thought you were listening to it before. I was like, oh, the
I was
music's
not
so
listening.
good.
I've never
Oh,
heard
I thought you
anything
were.
about Terrifier until you told me about it. Until, like, no,
No, I
I
sent
said
you
I
the
knew
link. I
of
thought
it.
you heard the no, when
Oh, yeah, no, I
in
didn't
the
hear it.
video, I thought you were listening to it. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, didn't
It's
hear it.
really good. But it's very Scott Pilgrim esque looking, even the intro part. But it's very old school. Sega Genesis era graphics, 6 different modes, and over the top violence. The developers describe the actions as such. With you
Mm.
playing as Art, who disrupts movie sets where films about his own gruesome acts are being shot, instead of letting the cameras capture the staged terror, Art brings his own brand of real chaos, tearing through hordes of policemen, fire women, camera operators, stunt performers, makeup artists, and even unsuspecting civilians. It looks so good. It's cute too. Love it. But again, it gives me Scott Pilgrim Saves the World
Mm.
as like the intro does. We can't show it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks good. I'm gonna watch Terrifier the Clown. I know the character,
Well,
but
you
I
clearly
I've
need to
never
watch
seen it.
it. You are
Yeah.
this game will speaks to you, like
Oh
of what
yeah.
you like. Like this is what you
I
do.
like
This is the
Scott
stuff that you
Pilgrim
like to do.
too.
and Scott
Yeah.
Pilgrim. But yeah, but still, you're the horror person in our little
I love.
group here.
I mean,
So
hello.
I'm just saying, I'm just like, this is not
Yeah.
surprising at all that you would be interested in it. Which oh, by the way, yeah. So, but no, I mean, I like, well, first off, clowns. So that's a definite no for me. So like, so
Hey,
I'm
Snake Eyes.
I'm good. I'm definitely good without not seeing a clown again for the rest of my life. But yeah, clowns is
Really?
definitely, it's definitely a no for me. I can't.
Okay.
And what's it called? But then the fact that, I mean, I guess the only reason why I would play it is because it's a beat 'em up. I don't care about
Yeah.
everything else. The beat 'em up is fine and stuff. Terrifier, a movie, I don't think I'll ever watch. But
Okay.
I have been hearing hype about it for a while. I have been hearing, like, things about saying, of people saying, oh, this is like like, this is probably this decade's, like, generation of what you
Jason.
could relate to for what's in the horror genre, which is surprising to me because I've thought that this is like an indie, like really an indie
Yeah.
kind of situation, like
Hmm.
Jason and Freddy and all that stuff was at least, from a studio. I mean, even
Right.
though, yeah, I mean, but
And
still, it's just like, wow, okay. Oh, you know
I'm
what I
gonna
did watch?
say, oh what?
I did watch just randomly because I didn't know that what I was watching. I watched the
Uh oh.
first Smile. Never watched that.
Oh, I want to see
Yeah,
the second one so bad.
I never watched
It
it.
was
That was like,
good.
yeah, and that was just like, this is crazy. Like, it's not like it's not. I mean, it is
Mm-mm.
scary,
Yeah.
like jump scares, but it's not. But it's like in the mind becoming crazy, because of
Yeah.
the deal. And there's nothing you could do about it. That's
Uh-uh.
the sad part about it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, man. But no, yeah, Smile was a good one, I will say.
It's one of those that gives you that like icky feeling in your stomach as you're watching it,
Mm-hmm.
almost like body gore does for me at
Mm-hmm.
least. But yeah, no, I watched Smile not knowing what it was either because I want to say it popped up on my HBO or something like last year. And I was watching it while Adam was trying to take a nap, and he woke up during a couple scenes. He was like, "Absolutely not! You need to watch this downstairs." I was like, "No, I'm gonna keep watching
Oh,
this."
in your bed? Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy. That would be crazy
yeah.
for him,
Oh,
definitely.
he goes to sleep and I put on some crazy shit because he doesn't want to watch it. So, but no, Smile's really good if you haven't watched it. Yeah, I don't know. I think you're right. I think Terrifier is gonna be like this season's slasher generation. Like he's the slasher for this generation, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly
Um,
what it is.
yeah, and I like the character. He seems to have a lot of personality, which is always a must.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, I'm a Skeet Ulrich girly, and Scream is my favorite. And I'm going to say an unpopular opinion: do not give me a Freddy Krueger game. I don't like Freddy Krueger movies.
You
It's
know
the
what?
only one. There's only
They
like two out of the whole series that I enjoyed.
probably the first one of the first or the second, the one without Johnny Depp.
I don't like the first one.
Okay, I don't know. I
There's
mean,
too much sex. I was like, "Girl, put a top on. You're on the ceiling. What are you doing?
what?
Hello?"
What kind of sex are they
Oh,
doing?
yeah.
My
And
God,
there's a lot of sex
on
scenes.
the
So, like,
ceiling? That's weird.
yeah, like, the guy goes to the restroom after they've had giggity giggity,
So
and she's
was
in
it a
just her
dream?
underwear.
It
Um,
had to have been a dream, right? Like they're in a dream, right?
yes and no. Spoiler, he wakes okay, correct me if I'm
Spoiler:
wrong.
this movie came out like in 1980 something. We're good.
She's kind of I think maybe she nods off, but Freddy is able to then come into their world and he is just slashing and gnashing her up on the ceiling. Like he runs her up the wall and she's just in her tiny little white undies, like, ah, you know?
Ooh.
And the whole time I was like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
He can hear her. You cannot tell me. No, no. It just hi Rev. Do I don't oh
That's
oh
funny.
thank you. But yeah, I'm not a Freddy Krueger girly. Unpopular opinion, maybe. I don't know. I thought it was overrated. I love Johnny Depp. I love him
Mm.
in the movie. That's kind of it.
Oh, okay, but fair enough.
And I don't remember which ones he's in, so don't ask me. I
Okay.
tried to do like a watch-a-thon one weekend last year, and I was like,
Why?
this
Oh, you
sucks.
don't want to do that to yourself. But anyways,
I just wanted to get through it and say I watched them all, and here's my opinion on it. Because people are
don't.
like, if you haven't seen it, Ma, you can't have an opinion. I was like, then I'll watch
Oh,
them.
you can have an opinion about it. I mean, those are B movies. That was the start in the middle of B movies. They weren't supposed to be
Yeah.
supposed to be like village masterpieces at
No.
all. So there you go. But anyways, Okay, well there you go. So
Thank you.
Terrifier, the game that I guess was now on the small radar. Uh,
Yeah.
okay, it comes out whenever. I don't think they have an official release date yet
I
for it.
didn't
So
see one either. But
yeah,
yeah, the gameplay looks adorable. I would love to play it. And if you're like adorable, shut up. You don't know me. It looks cute.
nice. All right. Well, finally, my last topic here is actually something very interesting and very odd. So Nintendo's been making some weird moves, and like I mean, they besides the fact that there was a playtest that happened that they officially announced about 2 or 3 days ago, and then they're just telling you what the playtest like the requirements of the playtest, but they don't tell you what it is that you're testing until I believe in the middle of the month. I think it's either the 20th or so of October. Uh, they just needed to register to get in or not. And I know Will and Vin got in, so we're seeing. Well, I guess to be held on this, but the one that just randomly that just got me like, what the heck is Nintendo? Like, what is this Nintendo, and who is this for? So
Yeah.
Nintendo made an alarm clock, like just a random clock, and they called the clock Alarmo. And what basically what it is, and they announced this clock on YouTube on Wednesday, and then they spent 5 minutes talking about the clock, and I was thinking to myself, Nintendo, one of the biggest gaming developers and gaming companies in the world, like literally just says, okay, we're gonna make a digital clock in this day and age. And the reasoning, I mean, the reasoning makes sense, but I think everyday people, I don't think they're going to use it. But anyways, Alarmo is first off costs $99 is one. And two, yeah, it's a pricey clock there. And two, it's what it's going to do is that it says um it'll allow you to select a title, pick a scene, set a time, and let Alarmo handle the rest. In the morning, you'll experience immersive sound and music from the scenes you picked, followed by a game element arriving to help you wake up. And some of those scenes can be Mario, like taking coins, or giving you the victory sound and stuff like that, or being the Legend of Zelda theme and stuff, and other things. And what's cool about this clock apparently is that it's censored. So if you move up or whatever, it will sense you if you're awake or not, or if you're laying down, if you're still in a lay down state and stuff. It will know that you haven't moved. So I'm just thinking to myself, I mean, that's cool, but first off, this clock looks very very comical. Like children, like can you imagine like an adult
Yeah.
inside a nice, like in a room and stuff like that, with a clock that's that red and with this weird button at the very top of it and stuff.
Right.
Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. It's clearly not meant for like, I mean, I guess it's going to be collectors. But then
Yeah.
again, yeah, but I'm just like, no, I'm good. It's definitely not for me. But what do you think about what Nintendo's doing here?
Okay, so I went to Reddit because Reddit usually has all the answers for me. Um, and people are like, my first night with Alarmo. Here are my impressions.
Someone actually has it. It's not out yet.
Yeah, that 3 days ago, somebody claims that they have an Alarmo.
Because that guy's a liar. Because it's available for pre-purchase. It's not coming in February until February of 2025.
So this is what it says. So I bit the bullet yesterday and went to the Nintendo New York store after my work shift to go pick up the Alarmo. Was pretty charmed by the little thing in the trailer, and I didn't mind adding it to my list of goofy tech things that I've purchased with my disposable discretionary income. I have a whole Twitter thread with the moment to moment impressions, but for this thread, I'll be lifting just the details of the first night specifically. Um, and people in the comments are like, "How do you have it? I thought it wasn't out yet." Um, Now he does state like the center thing is kind of interesting that he picked a certain theme, which was Link. And then when he finally did get up out of bed and the sensor detected that
I
he had
don't
stood up,
I don't believe him.
it went to the Mario theme.
Oh no,
Um,
I understand, but I don't believe him because it doesn't make
yeah.
any lick of sense. The game, they announced it on Wednesday, saying that it's coming out
I
on.
have a Twitter thread and he has it in his hands.
You show me that link. Because like
I got
I'm
it.
not saying I don't believe you, but I'm
Here,
just saying that like to
I'll
say
post it in
that
the
they
chat.
did it.
There you go.
What is
Click
this?
on it. Yeah, no, he's got it.
How is it he get like? Okay, let's see.
He went to the New York Nintendo store. I guess they
It,
have it.
it's not out. It's like you can only pre-register it.
I
This is
don't
mine
know.
now. What? This doesn't make any sense. Oh, is this Japanese?
Is what Japanese?
Wait, this is inside a case. How did he pick it up? What?
I'm telling you, he got it. And he's showing lots of videos.
That is so odd. Okay, that is
I
so
see.
odd.
I'm telling you, Reddit is my savior sometimes. But he
Maybe.
goes like through the like points, but he says it's really cute that when you do finally stand up, um, if you do let the alarm play out for about 20 minutes, LED on the button dial turns from the light Korok green to a Guardian laser red and plays a scene where Link is in the middle of a full on intense Guardian battle, laser sounds and all. By that point in time, when you do actually get out of bed and the sensor detects that you're clearly out of there, it plays the victory theme when you take down a Guardian. Um,
Huh.
yeah, so TLDR, $100 Nintendo alarm clock wakes you up with select Nintendo sounds. It's kind of silly, but if you're looking for a super efficient alarm, or whatever, you probably weren't going to care too much for this thing. If you want to get it, that's largely up to you to decide
Mm.
with your adult money. So yeah, it looks really cute. Like his thread is very, it's very. If you're interested, I just posted it in the Twitch chat. I mean, he goes into detail. He shows himself setting it up like minute by minute. He's going through the whole shebang. So, if you're interested, it looks pretty cute. Would I get it for myself? No. Would I maybe get it for Adam because his alarm does wake me up? Yes. If the kittens get to the point where they don't wake him up in the morning, this might be on his Christmas list in his stocking.
$100 though. I mean, that's just like it's pretty steep. I don't know for an alarm clock. I don't know. That's just me. Snake Eyes says maybe a limited trial release. Maybe it's like
Yeah.
what? Okay, but I mean, dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
People bought it
No.
too. But you know what? I'm not even going to say that it's going to fail because it's not. Because every time Nintendo
Also
does
available to all visitors to the Nintendo New York stores while supplies last. Available today. It says at the end.
Oh, there you go. Okay, that's
Yep.
why.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Wow. Okay, well,
I
that's cool.
read. I can read.
I'm not calling you a liar. I was just like, how is
I
this
know.
guy? Yeah,
I'm like,
but
listen, I'm just reading, and then I clicked on the shed, and 2 and 2 equaled 4. So this is what I said.
that's funny. I mean, Alarmo's probably going to be successful because it's Nintendo. That's the
Yeah.
reason why. If it was any
Everything
other company,
Nintendo
I don't
makes
think
is
it's going to
gold.
happen. Like, remember they made a game called Labo, which was basically cardboard, like cardboard cutouts to make it things like that. It sells out fast. So I'm not going to say okay, Nintendo. It's like, well, take the risk and see where this is going to go. It's just Nintendo is going to be one of those. It's like, they get the pass to be successful at whatever they do. So there you go.
You know what it kind of looks like? Do y'all remember? I mean, in the early 2000s, a lot of us had them. They looked like the old school, like wind up clocks.
Yeah.
They had
Mm-hmm.
those for a little bit, and like
With the little hammer.
Yes. Those came back into rotation for us kids in the 2000s. I had one. That bitch only woke me up twice successfully. The rest of the time was off. And so I just had it as like decoration in my room. But this
It
kind of looks like that a little bit, but like
looks
the
weird.
updated version, like the
Yeah. I don't know
futuristic.
if I like it. I still don't know if I like that
You know what I
circular
want?
thing. I
I
wonder if
want a
it's just a
hoverboard.
clock. If it's just
Not
a
this.
clock, that would suck. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like
Right.
if it allows
It
you
does more than that.
if it
And that's
does
what I like.
like the kind of clock I have is it's still a digital clock, but it's one of those clocks where you can connect like Spotify and all these different kinds of things to it, and then you can also put your either your Amazon or your what's it called home stuff, so you could say tell it commands and it will do it. That kind of stuff. If it does that kind of linking and stuff, I'm all in. That would make more sense on why you would charge for $100 on this, because this is not really like ridiculous technology for it.
No.
I mean, it needs to do more than that, So we'll see.
It's cute.
It is. I will admit to that. So we'll see. But anyways, folks, Thank you for listening to episode number 239 of the CFG Gamecast. Thank you for being a part of the conversation as always. We will be back again next week with a whole new series of different topics and discussions, and hopefully Smitty will stop playing his Dynasty Warriors and decides to come on and play with us on this discussions as always. So if you did miss out on this episode, that is perfectly all right. We do new episodes we release new episodes every week at the beginning of each and every week. So there is absolutely no reason to miss out on our sexy voices. Thank you so much, and be sure to check out the other video content that we like to do on our website, consfreaksandgeeks.com, on our YouTube, and also on our YouTube page. So once again, this is Davis and Lex signing out. Y'all, take it easy.
We'll see you next time, okay?
There we go.
Scissor sauce.
Oops, that was
Oops, he deleted himself. And Opie was here. Knuckles, yeah. She's like, I'm here. She.
Oh, sorry.
We still outnumber the boys in this house, though, right? Yeah, Knuckles.
That's funny. Okay, we are done with the with it. So that's cool, dude.
Yeah,
but
it's cute.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to spend $100. That's a little.
I'm sending this thread to Adam.
You know what's funny though? Like the Nintendo store is right next door to the Lego store, and their Lego store is insane. And I think it's in front. It's right in front of Rockefeller Plaza. So that is just that area is just so nice. It's
beautiful.
Yeah. So
I've never been to New York. We were talking about it last night. I asked Adam. I was like, "Have you ever been to New York?" He's like, "Nope," because my dad was supposed to take me on like our family history trip and take me to New Jersey, and we were going to visit New York and see Broadway plays and see where like my grandpa's old pharmacy was. Because when he got out of the service, he opened up a pharmacy, and my family, like my dad, his siblings, they all helped run the store. And then so he was gonna show me all that, and then the fucker died. Damn it! I've never been to New York.
Are you even able to travel like on a plane and stuff without any health issues? Right
now, it is not recommended. Especially Opie, we're not doing that right now. Thank you. It is not recommended at the moment. I was going to talk to him because I see him on Monday and ask him his thoughts, especially since the neurosurgeon, and I quote, is no longer taking new patients, but will do surgery on my back, just not my head. So
maybe
whatever
new
that
patients?
means.
I don't know that.
I'm not a new patient.
To check out that Lego store. Yeah, that's definitely probably your mecca, But then again, though, too, like nowadays, since there's so many other stores, I don't know if it's going to be. Is it any better or? Wait, there's not. Where's my other list?
I almost bought the oh my god, the Lego set for the Three Witches, Hocus Pocus. I almost bought that Lego set the other day. I didn't know
there was a Hocus Pocus Lego set.
It's so cute, and I want the Wednesday Polly Pocket set, but apparently you can only get that in the UK. It's just bullshit.
That's a Polly Pocket. They still make Polly Pockets?
Okay, the new Polly Pockets are like this big because they're scared of kids swallowing shit. You know what I say? I say fuck that noise. I want the originals. But it's actually the small, like real Polly Pockets. They even had an IRL Polly Pocket giant, like compact from when we were kids, and you could go and visit it like an Airbnb.
What?
Wow, yes. Okay. It was huge, gigantic. But like you were the Polly Pocket. It was so cool.
Okay, so here it is. Yeah. The Mattel Collector's Polly Pocket, the Addams Family Compact Wednesday New 2024.
Yep.
This is not that bad. It's only $38. Where's this being shipped from?
Where?
This is eBay.
That's not bad. Buy it for me, I'll pay it back.
Where is that? Niagara Falls, New York. Man, I was like, dude, if I had any extra disposable income, I would.
I feel you. Yeah, but I don't need to be. I bought enough clothes to last me quite a while, and I think I need to chill out on the spending. So I did not buy the Lego set, and I did not buy the Polly Pocket. But when I saw the Polly Pocket, don't say good for me. I'm a bad girl. I'm like, $500 here, $200 there. Whoops,
it's easy.
$10,000 couch. Yeah.
Easy to spend. $10,000. That's how much that cost. The couch.
It was like almost 8. Shush.
That
Yeah,
doesn't make it any better.
I
That
know.
is an $8,000.
It would have
Wow.
been 10 if we did the speakers inside. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Oh, I send this
Yeah.
to Adam. I want it. I want it. Buy
I
it
did
for
not
me.
think it's that crazy. God, Lee,
But yeah,
these numbers are all over the place. It's like,
when I looked for the Polly Pocket, originally it was like $90, but they were shipping it from the UK or Tokyo. I was like, and I gotta pay for shipping? No, thank you. Because like they
yeah,
didn't have it in stores here.
that's crazy. Well, it's still, I mean,
Yeah.
it's still, I don't know where they're getting it from because I mean, it seems like, well, what's weird is that Mattel, this is a Mattel collector, so I'm surprised that Mattel didn't have a
I
US
know.
version of this.
I need two. One I can open and put on display, and one in the box.
Wow, that's crazy.
I mean,
Okay.
hello, it's a collector's.
Yeah, but you're not like you're collecting it to move it down. I mean, to move it to.
Yeah.
I didn't know you collect Polly Pockets. Do you collect Polly
I
Pockets?
Okay, it's funny you say that. So, if you guys don't know, I have a t-shirt collection, I have a hoodie collection. I do like shoes as well. But I told myself that if I had disposable income, I wanted to collect the Polly Pockets from my childhood. And I've gotten close to pulling the trigger on that. I found a lady who finds them at like parents die and like they had kids and they have it in their garage. So like she finds at estate sales like the old Polly Pockets, and then they're missing their pieces, and then she goes and finds the pieces for them.
Oh
She
my
does a
god,
great job. Yeah, and she'll restore them and everything. And I she had the Beauty and the Beast one. She had all of them, the ones that I didn't even have.
I did
Um,
not even think. I didn't even know you like Polly Pocket that much. That's
I
interesting.
loved Polly Pockets as a kid, and, like, when my god kids, when it was, like, time for they were old enough to, have a Polly Pocket, I went to the store. The new Polly Pockets are, like, bigger than the Lego people. I was like, "This is ridiculous. No."
Because
We're
everything's
so
more
scared
politically
about kids.
correct.
Right. Here's the thing, okay? Any pieces I was missing, Jared and I, when we were kids, we didn't like each other. We love each other now, did not like each other as children because we are very similar. He would piss me off and I would swallow his micro Hot Wheels. Well, turns out he would go and swallow one of my Polly Pocket people. So
Mm-hmm.
that was our fight at like 8, 9, 10. Like, oh, you pissed me off. Guess what? I swallowed your micro's Hot Wheel. Haha. Can't get that back.
Yeah, you showed him. Jesus.
I know. I don't know that because we get in
Oh,
trouble for punching each other in the face. So that was like our way to like piss each other off. Like, you can have this back, but you got to dig through the toilet. Haha.
y'all are just weird
Listen,
kids.
I'm
That's
a
what's
weird
going on.
human. What are you saying? Like,
This
I,
is
I didn't
funny.
eat glue like half the kids in my class. I didn't eat Play Doh, but I will swallow your Hot Wheels. Fuck with me. I will do
Like,
it.
but I have Pico. That's what I got. Jesus. All right. Well, anyways,
She does.
I gotta head out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Or your cat definitely does too. But
Oh, Bashir does. She just
yeah.
likes to collect rocks. Tiny.
Let's see. I think did you
It's
raid
your
last
turn.
week?
I did. I did read last week. So it's your
Let's
turn.
see. I don't know who is available.
Listen, we all
Uh,
did weird shit as children, okay? I
yeah,
don't
but
condone
y'all
swallowing random stuff, but
Yeah, but you deliberately wanted to eat it for payback. I can understand wanting to eat it because you're wondering how much like how it tastes, but you're doing it because you're
no, I
trying to
wasn't.
deliberately hurt
It's a piece
someone.
of metal because, like, the micro Hot Wheels are like this big.
I
So,
mean,
like,
there's better ways to hurt someone. It's just like
oh,
I'm
I'm
gonna eat the
sure.
metal. That's all I'm saying.
But he had like a whole setup on the wall. You probably remember those in the 90s, but like,
Yes.
I would just walk up and grab one. And he'd be like, no. And I'd take off running, and I think I was running with it one time and it ended up in my mouth and I accidentally swallowed it. And so that's how the gag probably started.
I don't know
I'd have
what
to
the
ask
frick.
Jared, but
Yeah, that's insane. All right,
so
guys,
he
we're gonna
swallowed
send
my
you
Polly
over
Pocket.
to we're gonna raid. I'm Just T. She's a variety streamer. She's currently playing Bayonetta 3, which is a game that I've had for over a year and a half, and it's still
You
in its
still haven't
wrapper.
played it?
I still haven't
Shut the
touched
fuck
it.
up.
I need to finish Bayonetta 2, and I still haven't finished Bayonetta 2 yet. So there
Okay,
you go.
Smitty.
I took a page of Smitty's book there, but
Yeah, you
no,
did.
I'll get to it. I'm not in any hurry with it. So, anyways, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Peace out, guys.
Bye. Snake Eyes, text me. We need to go to the gym. Gotta get
The
this
gym.
booty
The
back.
gym. The gym is on fire.
What is this commercial? They keep showing this spooky movie, and I don't know what it is because I can't hear it. But he's got the sniper rifle. Why does he have sniper rifle? What is going to happen? I never know.
I don't know what you're watching, but that sounds
It
interesting.
was on the Twitch. It looks very suspenseful. I couldn't hear it, but it was on our Twitch page.
Huh. Why can't you hear it? That was weird.
Because I have our Twitch muted so that I can still watch and see like the chat and stuff. That's all.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, buddy.
All right.
Good high five. Yep. Good job.
As always.
We did it.
All right, man. I will talk to you later.
Okie dokies.
Have
Bye.
fun. See you. Oh, you remember
You
the video?
Yeah.
The picture. I need the picture tomorrow. Okay?
Yes. Okay. Bye tomorrow. Cool. Any specific time or like before noon your time?
Anytime. I'm probably going to mess with it at night anyway. So anytime should be good. So.
Okay. I will put some makeup on. I'll take some photos.
Okay, cool. I'll see you there.
Bye.